Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Nelson. I am from Lacing, Kansas, and I am currently a junior here at the University of Kansas studying computer science. And today I really just wanted to make a presentation about a ton of different opportunities that I found at KU. And hopefully by the end of this video presentation, you will be able to see just how many different avenues and opportunities that the University of Kansas has to offer to really professionally develop its students and prepare us for the workforce in a wide variety of different ways. So I'm going to start at my freshman year. I came to KU. I had no coding experience whatsoever, and I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to do something. And so that is how I kind of landed in a lab at KU being a research assistant. As you can see kind of on the screen, actually worked in a biology lab, so it wasn't in the School of Engineering. However, this was such a cool opportunity for me as a freshman because this lab experience taught me so much about the research process, about just the scientific method and how precise and detail oriented that whole process is. I mostly focused on RNA synthesis, which, like I said, isn't really computer science. However, this was such a cool platform for me to start my professional development. This is the first job I had that was in a more academic, professional sense versus all the jobs I'd worked in high school. And so this is where I started. And I think that it's very telling that I had this opportunity with no experience, just coming to KU and putting my name out there. And moving on from there, I, of course, loved that job, but I decided I should probably learn some more technical skills as a computer science major. And so we moved on every single year at the School of Engineering. There's a really big weekend event called Hack KU. And basically what this is a 36-hour long workshop for any major really, but a lot of computer science majors to learn how to do something. It can be really anything. I've seen people work on hardware. I've seen people that have zero coding experience just walk in and try to learn how to build a website, which is exactly what I did. I have a screenshot here on the right of the screen. As you can see, it is very basic, very, I would not call this polished at all, knowing what I know now. However, this is the first application I had ever coded. And I got that experience because of this event that KU has every single year. And I've gone every single year. And obviously my projects have evolved as I've learned new skills. But I included this in the presentation, although it may look a little unpolished and unfinished, because I want you guys to know that whether you're coming in with a ton of coding experience or with none, there are so many opportunities to develop those skills and learn new skills. You know, even if you're coming in knowing Python, there's still so many languages that you don't know. And this is a great event that KU hosts for their students to really just pick something and try to learn it. And there's tons of advisors to help you along the way. Moving on, another thing that's really helped me develop professionally, I would say here at KU, is the SELF program. It is a leadership development program that gets you into opportunities that I feel like I never would have got before. It's all about leadership, and I've met industry speakers and people from like industries that I would like to work at. And so this is just a really cool program that I know that has really helped me refine my leadership and more of my communication skills. And then we're getting on to the meteor experiences that really helped refine my what I wanted to do with my life. So after my freshman year, I ended up working as an intern at this really big insurance company called Sun Life. They insure a third of all Canadians. So if you're an American, you may have never heard of them, but they are a really big company. And this was such a great experience that I found through the career fair, which is a really big event that the Engineering Career Services hosts. It's a ton of companies just coming to our union and looking for people to work for them. And so I showed up and I was really, really, really nervous, but there's just so many opportunities there that if you put yourself out there, I can say with confidence, you have a good shot of getting a job, getting this experience. And so as you can see at this internship, I spent all summer building an application for this company's internal users to use. And so it was really, really cool. Basically, the point of our application was it was kind of like a form sorter. People would put in forms to a database and then they would easily be able to find them again or delete them or add to them. And this was just such a cool experience. I learned so much from this. It's definitely an amazing feeling whenever you take some basic skills that you've learned in some of your intro classes and actually get to apply them to work on something real. And so this was just such a big step in my, I feel like, just my confidence levels when it comes to my technical skills. And so that's another experience that I found through KU. And then this is my last one and kind of sums up my presentation. This is my last internship that I did the summer of 2020. It was virtual due to the pandemic. However, as you can see, I worked as an engineer intern at MasterCard. And this was a really cool experience because it really, like, my first internship was more broad. I worked on an app from beginning to finish, but this one I really, really got to more specialize in what I actually wanted to do. And so I actually found this internship through, there's a club at KU called Women in Computing. And every year we go to a ginormous celebration called the Grace Hopper celebration, which is just hundreds and hundreds of companies gathering in one place. This one was in Orlando. And I went to Orlando and I found MasterCard there at the career fair and I ended up getting hired. So like I said, the whole point of this presentation isn't for me to just spew on about all the jobs I've worked. I really want you guys to see that there are so many different opportunities at KU, and coming here, you're not just taking classes and that's where you get all your experience. Like, that's how you develop. I think that classes are a huge part of it, but a huge piece of it for me has also been these extra opportunities that I really don't think I could have got anywhere else. So I hope that you guys have learned something from this presentation. I know that it was kind of a lot of different topics, but like I said, at the end of the day, the whole point of this is for you to see that there are just so many different opportunities at KU. Thank you.